I arrived in Santo Domingo with the early light, the kind of soft, pearlescent dawn that promises warmth. The air felt like a velvet veil, humid and fragrant with the nearby sea. I felt as if I had stepped directly into a painting, a world saturated with gentle color and quiet energy. The Caribbean was a constant presence, its rhythmic murmur a bass line to the city's waking sounds. The sky above held the very same ethereal blue as the stone I had come here to seek. As a fashion curator, my life is a pilgrimage, a constant search for beauty that tells a profound story. This journey, on this particular day, was dedicated entirely to Larimar. The name itself is a poem, a melody of syllables that evokes the ocean. Larimar is a sky-blue pectolite stone, a geological miracle found almost exclusively in the Dominican Republic. It looks precisely like the Caribbean Sea captured on a clear, sunlit day. Larimar has a story that is deeply woven into the fabric of these islands. It is a legend whispered on the warm trade winds. Local lore says the stone holds the essence of the sea and the spirit of the sky in a single, solid form. It carries names in the local dialect that translate to peace, clarity, healing. For generations, it was more than a pretty object, a talisman, protective magic. Ancient designs used the stone as an amulet to soothe the soul and connect to the ocean's benevolent power. I listened under a sprawling flamboyant tree, its fiery blossoms contrasting the cool blue stones. An elder explained Larimar was first found tumbling down a river to the sea. People believed the stones were gifts from the ocean itself. For years they collected them only from the beaches, unaware the source lay deep in the mountains. The origin story gives Larimar wonder and serendipity. The spiritual significance traveled with the gem into luxury. Unlike diamonds, which speak of power and permanence, Larimar speaks of fluidity and calm. It's a gem for the modern woman seeking adornment and meaning. To truly understand Larimar, one must understand the hands that bring it into the light. I met a miner named Emilio, a man who had worked in the steep, verdant hills for over 20 years. With quiet dignity, he pointed toward the Sierra de Bajoruco, the only place on Earth where this cerulean jewel is found. He explained that Larimar is not found easily. It forms in narrow veins, like blue rivers trapped within the volcanic rock. The mining is arduous and painstaking, a delicate dance with the earth itself. There are no giant machines here, only the careful work of human hands, simple tools. The miners descend into narrow shafts, following the elusive traces of blue. They work by hand, using picks and chisels, chipping away at the host rock, ever watchful for the vibrant color that signals a vein. When they find a promising deposit, they extract rough encased in darker stone. Each piece is brought to the surface with hope and reverence. They are custodians of a rare beauty. I watched a master craftsman at a simple wooden table, small cutting wheel, sandpapers, polishing cloth, reading the stone, planning cuts to maximize its color and pattern. He liberates the perfect cabochon with skill, patience, and an innate eye. Step by step, the dull rock becomes a luminous gem, its inner light awakened. The profound allure of Larimar is inextricably linked to its rarity. This is not a gem that can be sourced from every corner of the globe. Its existence is a geological whisper, confined to a single square kilometer in the mountains of the Dominican Republic. This extreme scarcity elevates it into coveted luxury. Finding large gem-quality pieces with consistent deep blue is exceptionally rare. Rarer still with that volcanic blue and intricate white webbing. This rarity dictates everything, from how the stone is mined to how it is ultimately presented in fine jewelry. There is no room for waste. Every sliver, every fragment is precious. Unlike standardized gems, Larimar often keeps its organic form, the setting built around the gem. This results in personal, unique jewelry. Clean, minimalist settings in sterling or white gold let the blue speak for itself. A short, intimate supply chain thrives on trust. Buyers come to connect with the source, the mine, the lapidary, the community. Traceability is the new hallmark of luxury. Vendors speak of color, pattern, translucence. The finest pieces sell as soon as they're polished, a quiet investment valued for uniqueness over mass production. As a curator, I am constantly thinking about the interplay of color, texture, and light. Larimar introduces a new, exciting element. Its signature blue is complex and versatile. It pairs exquisitely with warm neutrals, sand, cream, soft taupe, bringing a cool, aquatic pop. Imagine a simple beige linen dress, transformed by the singular glow of a Larimar pendant. Against deep navy or classic black, Larimar creates a refined contrast. On a sharp navy suit, cufflinks or a simple brooch add softness and unexpected color, quiet confidence. Metal choice is crucial. Silver and white gold evoke a cool, contemporary feel, the crisp light of a winter morning by the sea. Pairing with yellow or rose gold frames the blue, making it more vibrant and deep, like the sun setting over the ocean. Smooth cabochon against raw silk, crochet, cashmere. This play of smooth and rough adds sensory richness. With satin and charmeuse, Larimer finds a fluid harmony. For evening, diamonds frame its serene blue, glamorous yet soulful. A matched stone bracelet feels like a string of captured water droplets. Larimer's rise in luxury is not loud or aggressive. It is a quiet, certain ascent, driven by a desire for authenticity and narrative. Discerning clients want to know where a piece came from, who made it, and what it represents. Larimar fulfills this need with singular origin and deep cultural roots. Influential houses in Paris and Milan feature Larimar. Independent jewelers in New York and Tokyo create limited editions that sell out quickly. I watched a stylist prepare a high-fashion editorial. A simple white silk dress, dewy makeup, hair as if just emerged from the sea. The final touch was a single Larimar pendant, perfectly cut, perfectly placed. Instantly, the blue animated the look. The dress felt crisper, the pose, quietly powerful. This impact is profound. Women say it feels like a second skin, comfort like a favorite silk scarf, connecting them to sun and sea on the grayest days. Sustainability amplifies its appeal. Transparency, provenance, fair wages, and safe conditions now accompany stones traced from mine to boutique. When a piece carries ethical assurance, its value multiplies. A luxury of conscience. Larimar is a forward-thinking choice for 2025 and beyond. Back in my hotel room, overlooking the endless Caribbean, I laid out the small treasures I had seen. Each polished stone was a universe of its own, a miniature painting of sky and water. Each one held the echo of the hills from which it came and the touch of the hands that gave it shine. As a curator, I think about their future lives. I imagine them in wardrobes worldwide, worn to quiet dinners, sunlit garden parties, and important board meetings. Behind each gleaming surface is slow, patient work, an antidote to disposable culture. Larimar bridges a cherished place and a global sense of style, bringing Caribbean light to high fashion. In its tranquil depths, it asks us to slow down, notice color nuances, honor craft, and value a story well told. In 2025, authenticity is essential. Larimar feels essential. I left with small parcels wrapped in soft cloth, each tagged with an artisan and a village. I carried pieces of the sky like precious promises. I show collectors the mines, the workshops, and tell the story of the sea. They see the blue and feel the place. They understand how one island can transform a look. For now, I wear a small Larimar pendant close to my heart. When it catches the light, I think of the sky over Santo Domingo, and I smile. The blue feels like coming home.